Hello, and welcome to Dune Awakening.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the Navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakis. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spy shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Alright guys, I am so excited to be bringing you this game. This is the May 2025 beta weekend version. So a few weeks before the official release date. I was able to get into the beta because I pre-ordered the game a while ago, and they opened up the closed beta to pre-orders instead of just random keys, so that's good. Let's check settings. Let's just see what the graphics are on. I got it on auto. Resolution is 2K. Everything's ultra. DLSS upscaling is balanced. Everything else is ultra. Okay, hopefully it runs smoothly. Audio. Voice chat is on by default. Okay. I thought it was going to be off by default. Alright. God, I want to turn everything down except for the dialogue. Alright, I'll have to forward that later. Hopefully the dialogue's not too low. But let's get started. Okay, I think, see my friend, he's already in here. Let's see what world is he on. My buddy John, he's on he said Marlon, but he probably meant Marcon. Oh yeah, he corrected it. I'm looking at his text. He is on Siege Amit. Looks like I cannot get on that one. Alright, well, guess we're not going to be able to play together. That's okay. Oh, we can be on the same world at least. Okay. So we will be able to play together. So I'm going to join Siege Tabor. Maybe. Everything's locked. Okay. Oh, I can join. Oh, I got 30 players in the queue, but
approach, prisoner.
see, I got on the same world as my buddies, so I should be able to meet up with them this weekend and play together some.
Show yourself, child.
Assuming this goes through, of course. Alright. Let me see what happens if I import. Okay. There's my character. Hobo. Dune Awakening features a guided journey that locks the research menu until certain steps are completed. Yeah, sure. Accept this character and start game, yes.
Have they told you what I am?
Yes.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
Let's see. So I can pick from 4 worlds. Gidi Prime, that is the home world of Harkonnen. Chusuk, a rich and verdant agri world of rolling hills and river-fed valleys. Kaladin, the home world of House Atreides. And Kaitain, a green and pleasant world with satellite-controlled weather. Alright. So I am a Atreides man, so we'll go with Kaladin.
Home world of the Atreides. The Order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfaluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
So, yeah, Pion is like a peasant. Non-Familia is like a minor member of a royal house. Kind of an administrator of a royal house. And then a bondsman is a educated caste that serves the great houses and administers imperial bureaucracy. So I will go with bondsman.
There is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
So yeah, the 4 starting classes: Swordmaster, Bene Gesserit, Acolyte, Mentat, and Trooper. You can't max them all out, but you can go really far on a couple, or you can kind of mix a few. So what you start with doesn't lock you in, but I'm going to work on Trooper on my main game when the game releases. So I'm going to start with Mentat. Just check that out. Its starting ability is the Sentinel. It is a turret, basically.
You must have been very young. The mind must be prepared, or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
I have spoken truth.
Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
So they cleaned up the cinematics. There's kind of some weird jittering and stuff when they're kind of transitioning scenes. Since the character creator demo, at least.
Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
I think that the sound and music balanced better in the cinematics too. The music and dialogue. So that is a navigator ship. Navigators bend space-time, and they transport smaller ships inside of the big navigator ships. Yeah, I'm a big Dune nerd, guys. Remember, my first experience was watching the '84 classic Dune movie as a kid. I didn't read the Frank Herbert original novels until my 30s. I'm actually rereading the first one right now. The first one is what the recent movies are based off of. Dune Part 1 and 2. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming a new start of this game tomorrow. May 10th at 3 p.m. Eastern.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shahid Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
So he shot down our ship and then drug us somewhere to recover, apparently. Pretty cool. Alright, we are in the game. Man, I'm so excited. I'm such a Dune nerd. I guess these are Fremen. Cool art on the walls. Running a little bit. Frem kit. Crafting. We can craft a scrap metal knife right now. So we have the scrap salvage metal apparently. Let's craft that. Okay, we got a weapon now. Okay, cut moisture seal. Got some micro sandwich fabric. You need to hydrate. You can partially hydrate with dew flowers. Okay. Okay, so apparently you can only hydrate up to the 1/3 mark. So the water's on the lower left there. You can only hydrate up to the 1/3 with the dew flowers. Gotta find actual water for the rest. More cave paintings. Craft hill kits with plant fiber. Okay. Craft. Okay, use a healing kit. So it heals you a big burst and then some healing over time after that. Okay, we can climb. Uses your stamina. Just like in Conan, Exiles. Grab some more plant fiber here. Let me heal a little bit more. Stamina drains while climbing. Stamina recharges automatically if you're not sprinting or climbing, apparently. Plant fiber. Loot everything when you first get in a survival crafting game. Okay, another moisture barrier.
So then, you're not quite dead. Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered.
Oh man, this isn't good.
Let us speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder.
Who are you?
Is this what you wish? To waste time in idle chatter? Your first lesson on Arrakis, then. Every exhalation is a waste of water.
Name yourself and we can move on.
I am Xantara. My companion is Noctua. Now, shall we discuss our escape?
What is this place?
The Fremen name for it translates as the Valley of Echoes. A sacred place to the Fremen. A place of death and prophecy.
Is this why you saved me?
It is the miracle and inimitability of prophecy. I will speak on this no further.
How did we come to crash?
A portable rocket, I surmise, based on the damage.
Mentat, you were clearly not on the ship. The data heavily implies that you were involved in it being shot down.
So you have Mentat training. Then compute your chances of survival without my help, and review whether the questions you're asking are useful.
I must find the Fremen.
You found them, Offworlder. They stood watch over you while you slept.
The dead in the cave?
When the Sardaukar began their jihad, they hounded us across the desert.
Us? Are you Fremen?
I am not Fremen, Offworlder. Though I have been fortunate to know them, and to share their water and their customs.
What happened?
Some of my people were caught out by a passing wing of Sardaukar thopters. All they could do was take refuge in the cave, and be ready for the assault to come.
What happened?
The assault never came. The Sardaukar used ancient weapons to collapse the cave entrance.
Your people were trapped?
With damaged still suits and dwindling supplies. We toiled for days to free them, digging until our fingers bled. And all the while we could hear their death chants. Red the night, dusky sky, bloody death, didst thou die. An auspicious place for your rebirth, Offworlder.
Rebirth?
Whatever black fate awaited you in the Harkonnen slave pits waits for you no more. You are free from the bonds of servitude, free to pursue a new destiny, whatever that may be.
You mentioned escape?
There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say.
Why should I trust you?
Because I dragged your corpse from the wreckage and sealed you in that cave while you recovered. Because you owe me your life, Offworlder.
Honorable, I will repay my debt to you, I swear. Even though you shot me down, so I don't know really that I owe you anything, but I do want to live.
Then I will hold you to your honor, Offworlder. Now listen, we need to capture one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me.
Aren't the Sardaukar here to protect us?
His Majesty's Imperial Sardaukar care for naught but the Emperor's interests. And certainly not an errant prison crew bound for the slave pits of Neo Carthag. We are as vermin to them, Offworlder.
What about the other prisoners?
You must kill them. In other circumstances, their water would be a valuable resource. But with the Sardaukar here, we do not have time to claim them.
Kill them all?
Only those that get in your way. Think of it as a kindness. They will not survive Arrakis for long.
Enter the ship, find the captain, activate the transmitter. Anything else?
Yeah. Take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
All right.
Stick to the
Sunstroke.
shadows, off-worlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.
Alright, stay in the shadows. Pretty cool. Holster and unholster with G. So I guess you move faster when you don't have your weapon out.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And off-worlder, be careful.
Alright. So use the cutter ray.
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, off-worlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
Alright, scan with the right mouse button. Then that shows you the weak points. Use the left mouse button to trace that. And bam! I love that, man. Really cool resource gathering.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward.
Okay, we can use the cut array on doors.
Ready your weapon, off-worlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Left click to slash. Hold right click to block. Okay, parrying. Right click to parry when you time their attack.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Ah, come on. Ah, God, I'm terrible. There we go. Right.
Access granted.
Let's heal up a little bit. Got some wires here. Some attacks can stagger you, dash in any direction to snap out of stagger quickly. Alright. Water Discipline. Hydration level above 1/3 will give you a bonus to max stamina, which is further increased above 2/3. When your hydration is empty, you will start taking health damage. Right, so that got us up to 2/3. Shielded enemies have almost 0 damage from fast attacks, but slow blade attacks can penetrate their shield. Hold left click to slow blade attack.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Ah, good thing these guys aren't doing much damage. Use one slow attack. definitely going to take some getting used to.
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
Alright. Got the pentashield key. Alright. There is the captain. Sardaukar to rescue the captain, or they think to rescue the captain.
We only need the leader. I hear I'm a wanted man. Oi!
You!
Woodland scum!
Outlaw scum. I watched your men take their last tortured breaths as they hung on the walls of our Sunt. They died badly.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
Pretty hardcore, man.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an Ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals. There's too many! Turn us into the storm! They won't follow. Hang on! We're going down!
Alright. So I think we're actually loading into the server now. The Siege. Okay, Coriolis Storms reset the Deep Desert. I think that's weekly.
Up, Off-Worlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming. Run! Now!
I'm I'm running. Don't look back. As much as you want to, don't look back. That was close. Alright.
You made it, Off-Worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-Worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. That Chome technology manual you found on the shipwreck contains a series of basic survival schematics. Not as good as Fremen work, but better than nothing. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Alright, debuffs. An on-screen icon will let you know when you are suffering from a negative effect. The negative effects that have a duration will also display how long the effect lasts. Okay. Alright, so we got through the tutorial. I am planning on streaming, like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, May 10th, 3 p.m. Eastern. So stop by if you can. If there's an issue with the stream, you know, or trying to get on the servers, it might not happen. But I'm definitely going to try. Otherwise, if I can't stream, I will try to put out a couple more videos this weekend. So thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and have a good day.